Welcome back. This is Luna. Thank you for joining me again today. I'm truly happy. I'll do my best to provide you with a heartwarming and comforting time, so please relax and enjoy. Day 121. The fleeing shadow. An ominous shadow. Amidst the hustle and bustle of the city, a woman sensed an underlying unease in her everyday life. Her name was Misaki Sato. Working as an ordinary office lady, she had been feeling watched for months. Whether on her way home, at the cafe she visited after work, she always felt the same gaze. At first, Misaki thought it was just her imagination, but the feeling grew stronger, eventually impacting her daily life severely. She became afraid to walk at night and checked her door locks multiple times. Deep down, she started to believe that this anxiety was real. One day, Misaki found a letter in her mailbox with no return address. Inside was a single sentence, "I am watching you," along with photos of the places Misaki frequented. Trembling with fear, Misaki resolved to do something about this situation. 2. Rising action. The first contact. Misaki suspected a stalker and decided to consult the police. At the police station, Detective Tanaka listened intently to her story. He immediately began investigating and provided advice on countermeasures. With a bit of relief, Misaki decided to continue her life with the police's support. However, the anxiety didn't completely vanish. Despite following Tanaka's instructions and the suggested measures, unsettling incidents continued, as if someone knew her every move. Her work locker was ransacked, and she was tailed by an unknown car on her way home, making the stalker's existence increasingly tangible. One evening, while dining with a friend, Misaki felt the gaze again on her way home. Turning around, she saw a figure in the darkness, seemingly watching her. Driven by fear, she hurried home, locked the door, and spent a sleepless night, desperately wishing to escape this terror. The next day, she visited the police station again, detailing the previous night's events to Tanaka. He promised to uncover the stalker's identity. Consulting the police. After Misaki's second visit to the police, Detective Tanaka started a thorough investigation. He reviewed surveillance footage from Misaki's neighborhood and interviewed locals to gather clues. Misaki, meanwhile, reevaluated her lifestyle and implemented strict anti-stalker measures. From the surveillance footage, Tanaka spotted a suspicious man frequently appearing around Misaki. This man was seen on the paths she walked and the places she visited. Tanaka warned Misaki about the man's features and advised her to stay vigilant. Misaki, though burdened with anxiety at work and in daily life, followed Tanaka's advice, installing alarms and surveillance cameras to ensure her safety. Her friends also stayed in close contact, worried about her well-being. One day, Tanaka informed Misaki that he had identified the stalker. The man turned out to be a former colleague from her previous job, who had developed an obsession with her. Despite Tanaka's interrogation, the man denied his actions and was released due to insufficient evidence. The chase. Hearing the stalker had been released, Misaki was deeply shocked and increasingly fearful. She further restricted her activities, avoiding going out and limiting interactions with friends. One night, Misaki again sensed a strange presence around her house. Peeking through the window, she spotted the man in the darkness. She immediately contacted Tanaka, seeking police assistance. Tanaka rushed to Misaki's house, aiming to catch the man in the act. The man noticed Tanaka's approach and fled. Tanaka pursued him in a patrol car, with Misaki anxiously watching from her home. Tanaka cornered the man in a narrow alley after a fierce chase. The man abandoned his car and tried to escape on foot but was surrounded and apprehended by Tanaka and other officers. The man finally confessed to stalking Misaki, revealing his distorted affection. With the man's arrest, Misaki regained a sense of security. Tanaka commended her courage, and Misaki began to feel confident for facing and overcoming her fears. Discovering the truth, though Misaki felt a temporary sense of relief from the man's arrest, the case was not over. The police found a trove of surveillance equipment, photos, and diaries at the man's house, indicating his deep obsession. Additionally, Tanaka discovered encrypted communications with another individual, suggesting the man hadn't acted alone. Upon further investigation, Tanaka found that the man had been collaborating with someone else to monitor Misaki. She was terrified to learn that the strange incidents were not solely the man's doing. However, with Tanaka's support, she resolved to uncover the full truth. Tanaka and Misaki began tracking the accomplice, investigating the surveillance equipment's origins, and tracing purchase records, ultimately identifying the accomplice's location. The confrontation, with the accomplice's location pinpointed, Tanaka and Misaki, with police support, planned his arrest. The accomplice, another former colleague, also had an unhealthy fixation on Misaki and had helped the stalker monitor and control her life. On the day of the operation, Tanaka and his team raided the accomplice's hideout, arresting him without resistance. The accomplice admitted to his obsession and crimes against Misaki. The arrest eliminated all threats around Misaki. Tanaka reassured her, and Misaki felt a renewed sense of strength and hope for the future. She resumed her daily life with the support of friends and police, ready to start anew. Liberation. With the accomplice's arrest, Misaki's threats were completely removed. She returned to her normal life, feeling truly safe. Supported by the police and friends, Misaki regained her smile and embraced her future with hope. The resolved case reinforced Misaki's confidence in her strength, allowing her to enjoy her interests and reconnect with friends. Tanaka continued to ensure her safety, praising her courage and resilience. Misaki returned to her home after temporarily relocating, setting up comprehensive security measures. Friends frequently visited to celebrate her new beginning. While compiling the case report, Tanaka admired Misaki's bravery, encouraging her to believe in herself and move forward. Misaki expressed her gratitude for his support and new life. Months after the incident, Misaki fully resumed her new life, returning to work with newfound confidence. Surrounded by supportive friends, Misaki embraced new challenges. Tanaka continued his work, inspired by Misaki's strength. Their bond of trust and friendship grew stronger. One day, Misaki enjoyed time at a cafe with new friends, content with her life. Remembering the past, she set new goals and vowed to achieve them through her efforts. Misaki's new life was peaceful and fulfilling, a stark contrast to her former fears. Grateful for the supportive people around her, she took bold steps toward the future. Thus, Misaki's story reached a conclusion, but her life continued. Her courage and strength provided hope for herself and those around her, driving her to face new challenges. Thank you for spending time with Luna until the end today. I'm very happy. If you enjoyed the heartfelt reading, please subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up. I'll be waiting with a new reading tomorrow, so please come.